Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. 1 second here, just making sure the sound is up and running. 1 sec. Hey everybody. Okay, yeah, it's good. I always have to check the live stream just to make sure the sound's going good. All right, so if you want to check out the series Sliders, it's available to stream on Peacock and also for digital download on Apple TV and Amazon. All right, so let's get started with the show. 1 second here. I think I have it ready to go.
What if you could revisit brand new worlds right here from your headphones, where anything is possible? Same shows, different perspectives. We've found the gateway.
Something hurts.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Sliding Through Dimensions. I'm your host Eric, along with Judy and Xander. We're a Sliders Rewatch podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Season 3, Episode 22, Slither.
It's there.
Yeah, so the original air date for this episode was, 1 second, I have it here. Yeah, it was April 25th, 1997, I believe it was. Oh, shoot, it went away.
97.
97.
Yeah.
So we were...
It says it right there.
Oh, it does say it on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll just read the synopsis on there. So, it says, while on vacation, Quinn and Rembrandt get mixed up in an illegal snake deal and find themselves stuck in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by deadly snakes. Meanwhile, Wade and Maggie get involved with a shady man in their search for the others. So, what you guys think of?
It sounded like you said shitty man.
Shady man, shady man. No, shady. What do you guys think of the episode?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, actually, you kind of did enjoy this one.
I feel like it maybe
Yeah.
probably would have been better with the professor.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the snakes and
It would've been
Indiana Jones.
cute.
So many
References.
Indiana Jones references. Man.
It'd
Yeah.
be fun if he was there and he would have been like, I once had a friend who
I once had a
hated
friend who hated
snakes.
snake as well. Yeah, that would have been good. So we got some.
I have I hate to be here right now.
Yeah.
Some backlot stuff, Universal, and then other locations that we didn't really quite know where they were. I felt like the one towards the end was
It
Huntington
did-
Library, but I wasn't sure.
It did feel like it had a little bit more budget than the other episodes for some weird reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if they're using the backlot, I imagine they got a little more money left over to do like other stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Or it might be that they have to use the backlot because they have less money to do things
Hmm,
with.
maybe, but either way, like everything looked decent, didn't look too crappy. You know. what I
It
mean?
was all cohesive, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Juliet St. Clair, who played Kira on this episode, special guest, and also
Yeah.
Randy Vasquez, who plays Carlos.
Ooh.
And do we have anybody else? There was a couple other people, but I feel like you don't really see them for that long.
Yeah.
But those were like the two main ones that you see.
Mhm.
So
Episode starts. It's
they're on
an airfield.
It's an airfield,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Or an airfield.
Mm-hmm.
And then this woman, they have to like inspect this woman's cargo, and she doesn't want them to inspect it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like doing like a private charter plane.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
loading up
So
everything.
she's saying she has bones in there, but
Yeah,
he buried little slithers in there, little hisses.
yeah, and then Rembrandt and
Oh, well,
Quinn are
before
there.
that though, so they want to inspect her cargo.
Oh.
She bribes them. They
Yeah.
don't inspect her cargo.
Yeah, the guy's
And-
all like, all right, get out of here before I change my mind.
Yeah.
He takes like a couple stacks of cash. And then the guys that are loading up the cargo,
She
hear like
gives
the
them one
snake thing.
stack.
She's all like, here, this real goes for you guys too.
Yeah.
And then she gives them a stack of cash as well. So they keep on loading it up.
But
Yeah.
then it hits Rembrandt and Quinn.
Yeah.
Just them two, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just them two.
So it seems like on this one, they're like on a vacation.
That's
what-
what
They
Rembrandt
kept
keeps saying.
referring
Rembrandt
to
is like, this is
vacation, but
the
I'm
worst vacation ever.
Yeah, they kept calling, and even the girls called it a vacation.
wouldn't
But I'm
your-
like, what vacation?
Aren't you guys
from
always
what?
on vacation?
Yeah.
technically? I guess they have to work though because they
They
get
do.
money.
How
They
long
must-
do you
I don't
think
know
that they
what
were
the
on
fuck
this
they do.
world?
It seems
for
like they were
them?
there for a while. If like
If
Rembrandt
they traveled
and Quinn like
to a different
caught
area,
a flight
yeah.
somewhere else.
What do you think is the minimum amount of time
where
that
go
you
on
would be on the
vacation?
world where you would be like, okay, let me catch a flight somewhere else?
2 weeks.
Yeah. Which we have heard.
Mm.
We have
Yeah.
heard of
Yeah.
them going on for that long before.
That's true.
Because
Yeah.
you can fly there, do something somewhere for a couple days, and then fly back and not have to worry about
Yeah.
being late.
Except
Yeah.
this time,
Well,
where
there's an issue with
They
their
got
flight,
bumped
right?
from their flight.
Yeah.
Apparently, they had
Yes.
overbooked a flight that's meant for 20 people and booked 60 people.
which isn't an uncommon thing for
No.
for airlines to do
But
even
that's
now.
stupid.
Though.
It's like, why do you have like a reservation? They tell you,
I
okay,
guess
you
it's
have
because
this
they
seat,
count
and
people not to go.
then
I wonder
they're
how often that happens.
yeah, because isn't
though.
there like a big thing about like it's a pain in the ass to like get a refund or
Yeah,
like-
so I'd imagine majority of people show up for their flights, right? I don't know. I wonder what I don't know. I don't know anybody who works in airline. I think.
yeah, I don't know what
so.
the deal with that is, but
Yeah.
so they're like trying to figure out how to get to like a charter flight or whatever. Is there another charter flight going out of here? And the security guy shows up.
The one who took the bribe.
Yeah, the one who took the bribe, and they ask, "Oh, it's like, oh, do you know if there's like a flight leaving out of here or something
Mhm.
like that?" He's like, "Yeah, it's about to leave right now," and they're like, "Oh," so they decide to go and talk to Kira, who is the
Yeah.
one who's there, and they ask her if they can hitch a ride.
And she's like, "Nah, man, this is a company charter. Get out of here. I
Yeah,
can't
she's
just
like,
take
"My
you."
boss
But
wouldn't
then-
like it."
She looks at Quinn's beautiful face.
I know.
And she's like,
And
well,
what did she say? She
oh,
said
no.
something to
She's
him.
all like, "My
No.
boss wouldn't like it if I
no matter
picked a
how
bitch."
cute they are.
Yeah. And then he doesn't full on smile though,
But
which
he's
I
like a
thought
little
like
smirk, like
he just
"Huh."
kind of moves
Very
it. He
tiny.
moves his lip a little
yeah,
bit. That's it.
yeah.
Like there's
With a
no
big
register
smile.
of him being.
He's like, I've gotten more in
Yeah.
other worlds. Come on.
Do you want to have a baby?
I've
with me or
impregnated
not?"
a woman.
Right. I hope somebody conceive. Okay.
So
you have to lay it on thicker than that.
I'm a special lady friend out there.
Yeah.
So as she's telling him, "Oh, you guys, my boss wouldn't
Beat
like
it.
that."
Yeah.
Security, like
Is
army
it security? I thought it was
security.
cartel,
maybe-
because
I
they
I don't
bring
know,
up.
somebody
was-
starts shooting at them, and I don't
Yeah.
know who that somebody is.
Yeah, but they search. My assumption was cartel because the cartel is mentioned a little in this
Yeah.
world. Like
The cartel is mentioned a couple times, and you never see them. If
Yeah.
anything, it seems like they might not exist
Exist?
anymore.
I don't
Actually,
know.
we come to find out later on. But
So those like they start chasing them and start shooting at the plane.
yeah,
So then they
Quinn and Rembrandt
Rush
just
in.
kind of get
And,
in.
like,
yeah.
they
trying
grab the case that's there on the floor.
I guess it must
and
loosen the
hop on.
case, right? Is that
Oh,
what happens?
maybe
it was
Like,
that the
while
one
they were
that-
transporting.
one of the stray bullets hits one of the locks,
Oh, that's what it was.
and it unlocks one of the cases.
Got it.
So they're the plane's like going down the runway.
Zoom in.
And then
and then
they're
the
like
Jeeps are chasing
throwing
them. They're
these
throwing, like, these
drums.
drums.
I don't even know.
I was all like, "Are you
Extra
sure that's
oil.
not vital fuel that you're gonna need?"
No, no.
I'm
It's
just
okay,
like,
they didn't even need
you
it.
don't even know what's in those drums. Why are you just throwing them on the
So they're
floor?
just throwing them at the cars as they're going down the runway, and then they close the doors. which
Yeah.
they should have just done from the beginning.
I know.
You know,
And then we cut to the opening.
yeah,
Mhm.
we get the opening, and then it cuts back, and then they're in the plane.
And then I think you hear all these hisses.
Yeah,
I think she
Yours,
tells
like,
them, right?
Yeah, she goes like, "There's two snakes in here that I'm trying to transport."
for medical research.
That's
or
what
Yeah,
she
something
they're
like
says,
supposed to
that.
yeah.
cure. They're supposed to hold
Cure
the key to cure
millions.
Parkinson's.
Something.
Oh, is that what it
Yeah,
was?
that's what it was. The company, the biotech
Okay.
company she's working for.
Oh.
So
And
then
then
she
you
asked,
start
like, "What do you
seeing-
do?" And then
I know they're talking, and then you see like one
Oh.
of the little boxes start to kind of open, and apparently nobody else sees that. Even though I
The
think
two
Rembrandt's
focus.
right next to it.
No.
He
I mean,
kinda looks
Quinn
at
is
it.
like flirting, so I guess I get it.
Well, they're
Yeah.
distracted by the question of what do they do for work,
I
and
know.
like Quinn asks Rembrandt,
Rembrandt,
like, "What
well,
do we do?"
what-
Would you
what-
she's
say?
all like, "We're hungry."
we eat. That's what we do.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is
Uh,
true.
And then
It's
she's
true.
all like, "Well, there's some crackers and cheese over there."
I know she's trying to get Rembrandt. I feel like a majority of this episode, she's trying to get Rembrandt
Quinn
away
away.
from them.
Like
Yeah.
Quinn and
I
Caroline.
don't think she ever says his name.
Oh no, she says
No,
Quinn's
it's
name
Quinn all the
quite
time.
a bit.
Anytime the Rembrandt says something that's like against her, she'll be like, "Well, Quinn, we need to do
she,
this."
she immediately is like, Quinn,
She's working that charm,
help
yeah.
me. And then Quinn's like,
It's
"All
like
right, baby, I
Quinn's-
got you.
Quinn's like the favorite like parent that will say yes to anything. Yeah.
It's almost like though, it's because we're dealing with snakes. It's almost like she's a little snake charmer and Quinn's her snake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he immediately is like, okay, I guess we can help you out.
But while they're talking, you're watching the snake that is
Get
slithering out of the
out.
box and goes, and I guess immediately
The
like,
snake is
I'm going to
cockpit.
target the pilot.
The snake is a genius. He understands how planes work. He
And he
understands that
kills-
there's one
He
guy
kills
that
the
controls
fucking
it.
pilot.
He's
He
like,
does. He strangles them.
And then
Strangles
fucking
them.
Remy goes flying with his cheese and crackers.
It's not even cheese.
It's like-
it's like the cheese whiz, yeah,
It's
yeah.
cheese whiz.
He's over there just trying to enjoy a little snack.
He's over here
He gets
trying to
flung
eat.
across
Trying
the
to do my
plane.
job.
So then like the plane starts going down, and then Quinn goes to the cockpit. He goes and sees that the pilot is dead, but he doesn't know he's just like unconscious or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like pulls up on the stick, and then he sees the snake like kind of like to like right there on the side, and he's like, oh,
He's
And
all, you
all like-
bastard, you killed him.
So he's all like, we're gonna go
Immediate
down,
fucking
and then
crash.
you get like that crash sound effect just goes to black.
And then it cuts
And then
to
it
now
cuts
we're
to-
with
We're with
Wade.
Maggie and Wade, yeah.
Mhm.
And they're on an airfield as
And
well.
then this is
I
when
know,
they call
different
it
airfield,
vacation too.
They're at
Yes.
San Francisco.
Oh
International
yes,
Airport.
yes.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
right.
so they stayed in San Francisco. It had some girl time.
You know what though? To be
Mhm.
honest, I think so. Quinn said he had to get away from the girls. I'm sure it was because like they're always like on each other.
Yeah.
But shouldn't the girls have gotten away from each other instead?
Yeah. Oh,
Like you
should have
left
been
them
split.
alone, and now they only have to
Look,
deal with
it's
each
really
other?
everyone wants to take a vacation from Maggie.
maybe,
It's
That's what
maybe it was
can't
all like
do
Quinn's
that.
all like, I gotta remove myself from these two because they keep fighting over it.
I
And
just
I'm
can't
gonna
take.
let them
Now I'm
chill.
gonna go to this other
Yeah.
girl. She's gonna want me.
Yeah, so they find out that
Their own flights have been fucked up too.
No,
is
they
that what it
find out
was?
that the boys'
Oh, their
flights-
flight was
Their flight
overoccupied.
was-
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know how they got all this
This info-
information.
I guess
because they were
would
in the
ask-
airport.
Yeah, you would ask the airport, like, what's going
So,
on with this flight?
they
I
only-
know, but they knew that they got a plane chartered somewhere
Oh,
else to
that-
Del.
yeah,
What did they
that
call
I do know.
Delgado?
Delgado, yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
so,
since there's no actual paperwork for any of that happening. at all.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
how
know.
did they have all that information?
Well, I think even when you charter a plane, you have to put an end destination.
I know, but
they don't know.
The airport doesn't
And
know
does
that
not
they
know that
got
they got
on
on
there.
it.
Like that's
Oh.
not the plane they chartered.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the only information they got out of it was that there were two flights that left that airport. There was one that was supposed to come to San Francisco, and there was another one that left
to
Delgado.
Delgado.
Oh.
and there was some sort of shootout that happened on the
Well,
exit
that's
flight.
like, and they
like,
just
when that one
assume that's
leaving.
our boys.
That's our
Yeah.
boys.
That's our boys.
That's
And
our
because
boys
they
right
obviously
there.
didn't show up on the main
Anytime
flight.
something happens,
So you're
So
like,
there's
oh,
only
yeah.
the thing is that they probably got on there.
maybe.
But now they need to get a plane.
They
because
Yeah.
did their own flight, so they
walk into a hangar. They're able to walk into a hangar. And
You
go
know
to a
what?
random
Pre
van.
9/11.
That's true.
I mean,
Okay, you're
I
right.
guess you
They
could
just
do
walk
a
into a
lot.
hangar
I
and they
think
see
this
guys
is a
working on
private airfield. It's not like no longer the
next to the
national
fucking
one.
international
Maybe.
Next to an
airport?
international.
I don't know. We
airport.
don't know how
I
it
don't know.
works on.
But they
this
go
world.
up to this guy. He's like, I guess tuning his plane.
Yeah.
Or, whatever. Or he's
Yeah.
tuning a plane. It's not his. I don't think it's his.
I don't even. We don't even know if that's his plane. He could just be a mechanic.
No,
that
because they
works
walk
for the
away
airfield.
after too. Like they walk away after they grab the keys
Mhm.
from him. But yeah, so like he's being like a perv.
He's
and
being a
like,
creep.
Yeah,
oh,
he's really into Maggie, kind of
yeah.
not into Wade because he even
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah, the
got
thing
someone
he
who's funny and someone who's
says.
pretty or some
someone
shit.
who's sexy.
Oh, he's sexy.
So he does the
He's
thing
all
where he's
funny
sexy.
and sexy. It's- oh, and you know what I think is funny is they're both both of the women are wearing a very similar outfit. They
There's
both
a
have kind of like a
difference.
crop top and they have like a black
Maggie
bottom
has
short.
short shorts, and then Wade has like a skirt.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Wade has an undershirt
Shirt
under
under-
her
yes,
tied
Yes,
shirt.
I was
Oh,
thinking
that's
about
true.
this. I was
And
like,
and well,
Says a lot.
Maggie
just
does
has
it.
like
Just has the
like
top.
it's
Maggie is
buttoned
like
down.
sexier.
Yeah.
Like she has no undershirt, so it's a button down that's like opened, and of course like
Yeah.
V, like made
Deep
into
V.
like a V. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's got no undershirt. And I'm just like, how funny that they're just
Yeah.
like,
But they're able to pay him originally to get the keys, but then they're like,
He's all like, oh, I forgot to
oh,
include
it's
the
an extra
fuel.
Yeah.
30 for the fuel or whatever.
I think he says the fuel's gonna cost you extra. He's like, but if you don't have the cash, we can arrange.
shit.
Yeah,
something."
he
And
keeps-
so Maggie whoops his ass.
She fucking
She does,
knees
she
him in
knees
the
him, right?
balls.
Yeah.
He's in the balls, and that basically
He
takes somehow.
She's
Yeah.
like, oh, sadly, you won't be able to collect for
If
some
I were-
time.
He
I'm
gets
gonna
to
be
keep the
honest-
cash though.
He does get to keep the
He
cash.
does.
That's what. If I were them, I would have taken the 300.
I know, I
Oh,
would have got my
But I
money
guess
then
back.
maybe
they're
it's
not on
then
that
it's like,
planet.
oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, so they get the plane, they get out of there,
And then we cut to
and then we cut back to Quinn and
Yeah.
them. They're at the crash
and they're
site.
like near
Yeah.
a lake, I guess. I live like they're
They
next to
crashed
water.
near a lake.
Yeah.
And the snake is like there still.
He's
Oh
like,
yes,
he
you get a
peeks
little
out of the bush.
cameo.
Yeah, he
While Quinn is trying to radio in a distress call, and
he,
like,
like
in the
peeks his
middle
little
of
head
it,
out of the bushes.
yeah.
We're constantly seeing the snake peek its little head out of
It
things.
gets a little cameo.
And you get a little snake vision too, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
snake
I don't
POV.
know. It's so weird, but
It's
yeah.
like I don't know, how do snakes see? Is it like because they kind of make
How
it look
do
like it's kind of like
snakes
heat related.
Yeah,
Kind
it
of
was
kind of
heat.
infraredish, but not quite.
No, it's so weird on here. I don't know what it looks so
I don't
weird
even
on
know.
here.
It doesn't.
It's like a
yeah,
weird
it's
filter
an
they
odd
use.
effect.
It looks like it's almost like in my mind. It's like it seems more like it's a robotic snake. The way it's visual.
Yes, yeah. It's got
Yeah,
almost
like it's,
like,
like,
a static
scanning thing.
vision
Yeah.
to it.
It's
Yeah.
But they're trying to make a distress call, and then the fucking radio like bursts.
It does
the
get
battery.
through.
They
They
do
do
get
get through.
A part of it gets
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, they
yes.
do that say that that the plane went down, the
Yeah,
pilot's
but
dead. We
there's
got three
people-
survivors.
Yeah, 3 survivors.
They were like kind of like a bearing of where they were,
And then it like
and then it just fucking explodes. And then
Yeah.
Quinn gets mad. He's like, "Man, I wish something would go right for
Mhm.
once."
So
and
then they
You can
wake
tell
up.
the stress of everything is
Yeah.
kind of getting to
Oh.
Quinn. Quinn seems in this
He's
episode,
tired.
yeah. He doesn't seem his optimistic
yeah.
self.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
has to be the professor now.
Uh,
So he's like,
now I have to be grumpy.
"God damn it!" So then,
and then Kira,
Kira
wakes up.
and then they're all like, "Oh,
We're gonna have to
we're
track
gonna
it."
have to."
This is
yeah.
where it kind of
Go on
starts.
foot.
They're like, we have to leave, and she's like, no, you gotta help me find that snake. I need that snake. And they're like, no, forget that snake. Let's go. And then she's like, but Quinn.
We need it
And
because
then-
Rembrandt doesn't want to have anything to do with the
Yeah,
snake at all.
Rembrandt's like, forget. Rembrandt has like a hatred
He doesn't
of
like
snakes.
snakes at all.
Yeah.
He's
But
all like,
that-
"Forget your
did
snake
we-
that got away.
did
Forget
we
the
know
snake in the
this?
case."
I don't think
No,
so.
this is
This
like
never-
the
This is the
time
first
introduction
time
of
they've
a
been around
snake.
they've ever encountered snakes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but apparently Rembrandt has a very deep seated hatred of
Yeah.
snakes. And he's like, forget that snake, let's leave. And she's
Yeah.
like, but Quinn, you gotta help me. And of
so
course,
then-
Quinn though is he sees a woman in distress, he has to help her.
Because
Yeah.
he's like, they might give me a kiss.
Yeah, I'm not getting a smooch from
And
this.
then so Rembrandt's all like, "It's your call." He's like, "Yeah, it's always my call." So then he's like, "All right, he's like, we're
How
gonna
old is he
we're gonna carry
supposed to
this
be
thing."
in this?
He's in
How old
college.
is he
I
now?
take the
20s.
assumption he's
He's-
like 24, 25. I would
But
assume.
it's been 3 years since we first saw him.
Oh,
So maybe he's like 27.
Maybe.
I feel like
something
he's
like
like
that.
26. I would say like bare minimum. 26
Maybe.
to me,
I'm
if I
trying to
just
think
lie.
of.
We'll do
Oh,
like
we
26.
do know his age.
We do?
They said his.
Oh, his
They
birthday.
gave us kind of like a bearing of
They
what
gave
it would
us his
be.
birthday in that one episode way back when.
Oh, man, I'm gonna go back and listen to that episode.
I think it's on the first season, right?
I don't even know. I
Where
don't
they go
remember
in
the-
there questioning Benish about their disappearance. He gives them like their whole. You see their
Oh.
like their IDs.
Their info.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
all
right.
they
They do
go.
the zoom ins.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'll
Oh,
have
God.
to. I
A
have to,
plot line that was so thrown away,
No,
dude.
I'll have to go back to that because I'm like, I do imagine he's in his mid to late 20s now.
It's like
Yeah.
mid-20s,
That's what I was thinking, like 27.
Yeah,
I think 26.
this is when life starts to get real, Quinn.
But he's never even had a chance
You're not
to
in
really
your early
do.
20s.
I know time has passed you by.
But he's never even had a chance to have his early 20s. That's the issue. It was brought up later on.
Yeah, so they're trying to make their way to this
This town, I
called,
guess?
what is it called?
Oh, what is it?
Delgado?
Yes, Delgado. So
Is it
which
Delgado? Okay.
is basically where we know as Los Angeles here,
Mhm.
but it's
It's like
it's
drug
controlled by
land,
like
yeah.
a drugs, it's like a big old drug cartel
Yeah.
area now.
Yeah.
So that's where they're trying to get to.
Then we cut to.
But then we cut back to Maggie and Wade.
Mhm.
They landed in Delgado,
Mhm.
and they're trying to get
You're
some
like in a
information.
liquor store? Is that what they are? I can't tell
Or-
what
In a
type of store
convenience
this
store.
store. I guess it's like
Store
some-
that's
It
on
almost
the,
seemed like
like-
a gas station.
It looks
kinda
to me
store.
more weirdly
Maybe
like a
it's a-
pharmacy.
Maybe it's a store like where you can go and supply up if you're gonna go like because it's like it's on the airfield that they landed. On.
Yeah.
They meet this new guy,
This handsome
Carlos.
man. Handsome.
He's giving Quinn a run for his money.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got like that nice slick long hair. He's got
That
like,
chiseled face.
he's got, like,
Look
a-
at him.
He's got no responsibility.
he's got a
Mhm.
button-up shirt that's opened up. You can see his tank top underneath. He's got a little
Yeah.
bullet necklace.
Is that a bullet?
He
It looks
seems
like a
kind of
bullet
like
on there.
like a bad boy.
Yeah. Maggie's really into him.
Mhm.
Maggie's really into him, even though her husband died like 2 weeks ago.
No, it's been months.
it's been
The
a bit now.
grieving
I
is-
forget how long it's been now.
Sliding grieving is different. It's like,
Each world is like another year.
Year.
It's been at
Yeah.
least 7 years.
yeah,
So
they're kind of flirting a little.
they're kind of
She's
flirting with- yeah.
she is definitely giving an aura about her around
And
him.
you find out that Carlos is a friend of Kira.
Yeah,
So he's looking for her, and then he gives them the information that a distress call came in from somebody named Mallory,
Mhm.
who said that the pilot had died, the plane had went down, and that there were
There's
2 other
3
survivors. So he's like,
survivors,
"Oh, that's probably your guys' other friend and my friend." So
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, we should go team up and try to find them." She's like, "Well, all right, well, let's fly out of here." He's like, "No, you can't fly out because if you try to go in that area, cartel will shoot down any unknown planes." that
Yes,
come into
yeah.
there.
He's like, you have to drive in with me.
Yeah, he's like, "I got a truck full of supplies and
He's
everything."
he tells Maggie, you could drive with me, baby. I guess your friend can come. I
He's
don't
like,
know.
"Bring your uggo friend, I guess."
Poor-
Or, like right before they go out to do their thing, I guess
Oh,
a
yes,
friend
this
of
guy
a friend
comes,
of
yeah.
Carlos. I
And like,
guess.
what kind of accent does he
I have
have?
no
I
idea
don't-
what
I
this
think
accent
he's
is
trying to
supposed
do a
be.
Spanish accent. He's trying to
Spanish
do
or
it.
Is
like
it
Russian?
Spanish?
Or
I
what
think
is it
he's
like-
trying to do.
I was thinking it was some
I-
sort
or
of
even
European,
I was
but
European,
it
'cause
just wasn't.
He looks white.
Yeah, but I think that was just like the thing. He was supposed to be like a white Mexican. You know?
I feel like they were trying to go for.
An Argentinian? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know, but he
I
tries.
don't know. It was
He
weird.
tries, but,
But
he's very Carlos is very upset. At him.
yes, he's
Yeah, 'cause
very.
It was just
angry.
interesting because in the beginning it seems almost like that other guy
Was supposed
what
to
was
be his
he, like a
boss
big bad or
something,
something.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and almost immediately the next
I
scene you see
thought
them together.
He showed up with like a security guy. that
No,
got
he
out of
showed
that
up by-
car
Yeah, he did show up in a
with
car.
somebody, right?
Yeah,
He seemed like he was, let's say if we're talking about
That's
the
why he
drug
was in there.
cartel, it seemed like Carlos was like an underling and he was more of like a
You were
main boss
wrong.
kind of guy.
Yeah,
And then we see Carlos kill him.
yeah. He
it's,
stabs
it's
him.
like another guy's terrified of him. Like, you
Yeah.
can tell in this
He's so
encounter.
scared.
because he takes him into like this back storage room.
Yeah,
And
it's
he's
the
all like,
janitor's
"Oh, you and
fault.
Kira were gonna cut me out of the deal." So apparently, I guess he was in on the deal, like
Yeah.
with the snakes and stuff
Yeah.
like that. He's like, "That's why you're here because you need to find her because you guys were gonna cut me out of the deal." And then
Mhm.
he's all like, "Oh, Carlos, you've always been a hothead. You need to calm down, man." And he's just all like, "Nah," and he just stabs him.
Fucking stabs him,
and
kills him.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
so-
apparently chops his hand off, we find
Oh,
out
yeah,
later
we didn't
on.
even know that happened.
Yet comes out not a single thing of blood on
No,
him.
man, he
No,
does
he's
good
clean.
clean.
And so he
He knows
like
how to
he
do
goes
it.
up to them. He's like, "We gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta
He's
go,
rushing
girls.
them to the.
Well, Wade and then we're outside, and then he's all like, "I think Carlos is cute." Or
Oh, I
or
know.
something
This
like
is
that,
when she
right?
was like, oh,
She's like, "I'm trying to hit that before we leave."
Wade
basically.
kind of
She's all
Wade
like, "We're
kind of
leaving."
asks if maybe those two are like the lovers of Kira that are happy. They're like having to meet.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when Maggie's like, I hope not, because I think Carlos is so cute.
Yeah. And she's all like,
And then
Not
Wade's all,
knowing.
keep it in your pants, girl.
pretty
Let's
much,
go."
because she's like, "We're leaving." She's like, "Can a girl dream?" So then they're, I guess for some reason Maggie had the keys to the truck. She pulls it around. She's in. the
Yeah,
driver's seat.
Maggie's driving this whole.
he tossed the keys to her. He's like,
Oh.
"Oh, take the truck out."
Oh, that's right.
I talked to her.
He
He's
I
like,
does-
"Bring the car
he
around,
is
baby."
very like ordery with the women.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
like, go do this, go do that, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
And then we end up cutting back to Rembrandt and Quinn,
yeah.
and they're walking. And I thought
We get
were
more
looking
snake
for,
shots.
Yeah, we get a random
Yeah,
The
you
snake.
snake is
think
shot.
they're
like the
looking
snake
for
that
the
they're looking
snake.
for is like following them.
The snake is
Yeah.
always next to them, and they
Yeah.
never see it.
It was like up in the tree as they're walking there at the beginning.
And I
and-
thought that they were looking for it, but they're
No,
not
just
looking
trying to
very
travel
hard
through.
for
Like,
it.
I think they're just trying to travel through at this point.
I think she just kind of considers a snake a loss and just has to settle for the one that they have in the
Yeah.
case. I think she did want to find it originally, but then I think after the crash,
She was like,
all
forget
well,
it.
whatever.
I thought even after the crash. Oh, we
Well,
got
we
a little,
see a certain
another
scene.
little
We
shot
see
of
another
the
scene
snake.
of why she's like, "We don't need that snake anymore."
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the snake's kind of following them because the one in the case is the female, and
Mhm.
obviously I think he's like kind of following. He's like, "That's my girl. Bring me back my girl."
But they bump.
I mean, I guess you don't really. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, but this
I'm
is
like, I
only-
guess you don't
they-
really know that till later.
they
Later,
bump
but
into a tobacco field, and you kind of find out that in this world, tobacco is illegal.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the drug cartels are actually tobacco cartels.
Yeah. So they illegally grow it out here.
And
whatever.
Rembrandt seems to be really proud of it. He's very happy.
He's
that,
all like,
yeah,
remind me when we
tobacco.
get out of here to send the letters
To the
congratulatory,
yeah.
whatever, for making tobacco illegal.
But
So,
they end up triggering
it's like
a
a,
like a
little
fucking silent
proximity
alarm.
like alert or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh,
a
it's
flare
the
goes
proximity
off.
flare.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Flare goes off.
And immediately,
again-
these guys are on it.
And
By
then
the way,
immediately Rembrandt's like, we gotta leave the snake, let's go.
I know, and then Kira's like, no.
And then again she goes, Quinn,
She
please.
fucking baby.
And he's
man.
like, all right, and he
He's
takes
like, "All right,
it,
we'll-
and
we'll
they start
take
getting
it."
chased by the cartel.
Immediately though, like they're on it. Like from,
Yeah,
from
they're
the
like-
second those flares go off,
I
those two guys
know.
come out.
They
Two
must
guys
have
come
been
out.
standing. They
We
must have
gotta
been standing
get
for
them.
close.
I guess so. Yeah.
So they still decide to take the case. The cartel, those two cartel guys are like
Chasing
looking for
after
them,
Yeah.
and the snake.
The
is there
snake
as
is
well.
also
It's
looking for
after
him.
them. He kinda
Again,
pops
we
up,
get
he's all-
another-
Snake is on the
Another
fence.
headshot of the snake.
Yeah.
This
Um,
one, the snake looked kind of happy though. He
He's like,
looked like he was
"Hey."
kind of smiling.
Yeah.
Like he's all like, time to kill another
That's
one.
the other snake. That's the other snake.
But yeah, he
Yeah.
kills one of the cartel guys.
Yeah, he's
And it
Yeah.
looks like he purposely goes for this cartel guy.
Yeah, he takes them out rough.
Yeah.
Man. He's like, holy shit.
Which I guess worked out in their favor because they were
Yeah.
getting shot at and chased through the woods for a bit.
Yeah.
It was a Rembrandt gets one, and then the snake
No,
out. Or
Quinn.
Quinn gets one.
Quinn beats the
Oh.
crap out of one.
Of course. He's
Okay.
gotta look tough in front of
And
his
then the
new lady
snake-
friend.
Mhm. Takes the
Drops
other one
down
out.
and
He's like, I
takes
got
down
you
the other
guys.
one.
I got
Chokes
you.
them to death.
Even Raccoon City, man.
Come on.
So-
We trained for this.
So Quinn picks up one of the guy's guns, the one he beat up, and then Rembrandt picks up the gun that the snake just
The
killed.
snake handed him.
Well, he
The
dropped his
snake's
gun.
not quick.
He
The
dropped
snake's, "I'll
the
take
guy
it."
dropped his gun when he got strangled.
Yeah, when he
so,
got strangled.
So everyone's like, I'm just gonna take this and leave.
And then he sees the snake, and then Kira shows up and
He's
sees
like,
the snake
it's
as
too
well.
aggressive. We can't take that.
Yeah,
I like that the snake killing the pilot was not aggressive enough for her.
I know, right? And then she didn't want to let Rembrandt kill the snake either. She's all, they're endangered.
Oh yeah.
He's all like,
But-
so are we.
Which I guess means maybe she was gonna come back later. And
Maybe.
get that snake. She's like, I'll come back.
I think she did still want it, but she's like, we can't get it right now. It's too
Yeah.
aggressive.
Too aggressive.
Too aggressive.
It's all because you got his girlfriend. That's why. He's like, give me back my woman.
I need my woman. But I do wonder if she actually knew anything about snakes.
Oh, at all?
What do you mean?
There
I
are
think she does. I think she
definitely
has to have some
There are
kind
definitely
of
times when
knowledge.
they'll
Now, do
say
we
or
think
ask
she
about
actually
snakes.
captured them herself? Because she claims that she did.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that she like
that
She said she
did it.
caught him
them?
herself, and then she's like, "Oh, what? You think just because I'm a woman, I couldn't catch them?"
well, there
When they
you
were in the
go.
plane.
Well, there you go.
I don't know. It's possible that she did it.
Oh, or do we think because we see this where she does kind of use her feminine wiles
She
to
got
like
somebody else to like
then
capture
maybe
him,
she
And
got
then they got
died.
killed fucking getting the snakes.
maybe, and then they died getting the snake, and she was like,
Maybe.
well,
Probably.
yeah, because I don't know if she actually knows anything. I mean, okay, I don't think she's like a snake expert, right?
Mhm.
Because sometimes they'll ask her things or they'll say things, and she looks kind of like, I
she
don't
keeps
know.
going. Oh,
like,
later on, there's like weird snake shit going on. She's like, no, they just like they like to hide in warm places. Is like one of the things she says.
yeah,
to
like
fucking
she's just kind of
Rembrandt.
like things are happening with snakes, so she's just like, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
guess
let's
they do
go."
like to stay warm, right? Because they're cold blooded.
Yeah, so they want to be in warm places.
They do like warm, yeah.
At some point, you're like, this shit's targeted at us.
There's just I don't know, like she just doesn't like, or whenever we start getting groups of snakes,
Mhm.
Yeah,
she's
she
just
gets
like,
panicked.
I don't know, let's just get out of here.
But
So
then we-
from, from there, they cuts back to Maggie and Wade. They're with Carlos in the truck. The
Yeah.
truck seems to be have overheated.
Yeah, and that's where like Wade goes like, I'm overheated too.
Oh,
man."
yeah,
She's like, I need a.
Oh no,
I
Maggie.
thought that was Maggie.
Oh, was
Maggie
it
says that,
Maggie?
yeah.
Oh, that's why
I
she
did
got
think
that.
it was Wade
because
but
she
then
got a head. She has a
Maggie's-
headache.
Yeah,
Wade said she
Yeah.
had a headache. So
but then Maggie goes to get water.
she goes by. They're like by a riverbed or something like by a river, and she goes and starts like putting water in herself. And then Wade asks for some aspirin. And then Carlos is like, oh, get my pack. I got some aspirin in there. And
And
then, so
then
she
she
comes
fucking-
in. She's kind of like going through. He's like, I said, give it to me.
Dude,
not
his
open it."
cover almost got
Which
fucking
is
blown,
kind
I
of
think.
true.
I
Like
do
when
think
you're
that, yeah.
when somebody asks you for their bag, you don't go through it.
Rude
Especially
people do.
somebody you just met. It'd be different if I told you, like, oh my, in my purse I have whatever. And then you're like, okay, let me. But if it's like a complete stranger, it's like, oh yeah, get me my bag. First of all, he did say, get my bag.
Yeah.
Not in my bag, I
Mhm.
have aspirin.
Yeah.
Which I think I think if you go, oh, in my bag I have aspirin, I think that's that's a clue to be like, oh, I can open the bag,
Yeah.
you know.
Uh-huh.
But he says, "Get my bag." But yeah, he does. He's like, "I didn't tell you to open it." And
Yeah.
I'm like, he's kind of right. I'm sorry.
So he
Wade.
grabs the bag from her and gets the aspirin and gives it to her. And then he goes to by the water where Maggie's at.
He's
And
trying
she's
to
all
flirt
like,
with.
yeah, he's like kind of just like checking her out. She's all like, "Oh, it feels great. You should get some." He's all like, "We're just watching you. It's all the refreshment I need." And then as she goes back into the grab the water again, there's like
He
a snake,
immediately
and he
takes
pulls
his
out
gun
a
out
gun.
and starts
He
shooting.
just goes like ham on this fucking snake, just like
he
unloads
fucking
on
blasts it, and in the background you can see these ducks that
Oh,
are like
yeah.
flying because they're scared of the fucking gunshots.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I wonder. I mean, I'm guessing those were real
Those are
ducks,
real.
and they just like
It's a
were
real
flying
fucking
because
bullets.
that's
Real
a real
bullets.
snake. Those are real
Yeah.
bullets.
So
But then, well, from
Wade-
Wade's perspective, though, it does look like
it does look like he's gonna
he's gonna
shoot Maggie.
he's gonna fucking gun her down.
Yeah, it
She's
also
all like,
just
"Rick."
looks like he just went crazy. Like
Yeah.
that was a lot.
Well, everyone's
of
like
bullets.
that's five fucking
Like
bullets for a
it.
snake.
I think for Wade, it was like that was a bit of an overkill.
Overkill.
And then of course Maggie's like, he saved my life.
Oh, but he's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Because he
shit.
loves
yeah,
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I find that even more attractive.
I
And he's
know.
like,
She's like, so hot.
Jesus.
Kill the
Yeah.
snake.
Freaking hell. But then I think it gets to Quinn and Rembrandt getting to
Well,
the town.
her and Maggie have this conversation. So
Oh,
like, you need
yeah,
to
yeah,
listen to
yeah,
my opinion sometimes. It's like she's like, I listen to your opinion all the time.
time.
I just don't think you know what you're talking about.
They really don't. They don't.
They still
set
don't get along.
Maggie up
Just
to
like
be
Costa.
an endearing kind of character.
I think you know
Especially
what it
because
is.
she's so aggressive to somebody that we have grown close to from the
I
beginning.
think maybe it's because of the military. She's like used to dealing with guys, and like she thinks she needs to overcompensate with the attitude.
I don't know.
I think she's just a bitch.
I do. I feel like she's always so aggressive to Wade, and I'm
she's
just
so
like,
mean. But she's aggressive to everyone, though. Like
She
to
is, but it's
everyone,
like,
That's
how-
what
even to
Rembrandt-
as
Rembrandt.
an audience member, how are you supposed to be like, oh, how am I supposed to
Like
bring her into
Or,
this
like,
group?
group,
And I'm like,
yeah.
oh, you're so aggressive to my
everyone.
to my day ones over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who have plenty of experience in sliding, who you're
That's-
not listening to any of the advice.
Exactly.
all.
That's the
Yeah.
other thing too, where it's all like all of them have 3 years of sliding. You
Mhm.
just found out.
And she thinks she has it all figured out.
Yeah. Just because she has military background, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then after that, it cuts back to Rembrandt
Rembrandt
and,
and the
and
gang.
Kira and Quinn. They've reached this village that they found on the map.
Which is the backlot again.
It's just the back lot. It's that part where the water
the
comes
flood.
rushing
Yeah.
down.
Oh yeah, little,
Was it
Is
Little
it Little
Mexico?
Mexico?
Yeah, it's Little
Little
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah.
Just like a different portion of it they're using this time. They've used like a pretty good amount of it. Like, they've used that section.
We're
I know,
over-
give it to them.
oversaturating
You
the-
do. You,
Sometimes you are like, whoa.
yeah. Like this. This is specifically the side that you always see on the tram.
Yeah.
So this
Took
is
a
kinda-
while for them to get
but
to
it
this
still
side.
looks a bit different. Like it's not very
Until
on
you
the
see the fucking
nose.
road.
I know.
You're
like,
like,
you're like,
oh.
oh.
I think it's just because
You're like, oh, I was there.
we've like been there so many times and been on the
Yeah.
tram so many times.
That's true.
Inside baseball.
Somebody who lives like outside and isn't like traveling to Universal,
Yeah.
who doesn't have a Universal pass, we're like maybe might not have clocked it as much.
Yeah, the thing is, I've been on that tram so many damn times.
It's a good. It's a good.
I know.
It's a
I
good
like it.
hour.
It's a chill ride.
Yeah.
You can take your beer on there and just chill and like, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we've done it like
I'm
so
gonna
many
take
times.
the Spanish. Take the Spanish.
Oh, yeah, the
version if
Spanish
you
one
can.
was
The
so
language
good.
one, yeah.
Yeah. But so they're coming through the town, and like immediately, well, this one dude comes up to
Is
them.
this the town leader? Because it's always him.
It's
that's,
always
like,
him.
Yeah,
He seems to
I
be.
think so.
He's like the mayor. I get the
Yeah.
vibe. He's like the
maybe
mayor of this
maybe
town.
he's the one like
He's
who
the
speaks
wisdom.
English.
I told you, he's like
elder.
he's the magical Mexican.
He's-
Isn't
That's
this? That's what
true.
he's.
He's
supposed to
he's
be.
like he's the only
He's
one
like-
who speaks English, so he can talk to the
He's-
outsiders.
Uh-huh.
It's always-
He's like, you guys have the devil with you, or some
yeah,
shit
they,
like that.
he
AKA
knew
the
the call
snake?
of the snake because
Yeah.
apparently the snake.
Was making noises.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then he's all like, "You
He
travel
gets
with
the
the
whole
devil." He's
town.
all, "Get out of here before it brings the angel of
And then-
death with it."
Everyone just
Which
fucking.
who do you think? Do you think he meant the boyfriend, the boy snake? Who was the angel of death?
I think they know what that snake is capable of.
They know,
They know.
They
Because what
know.
we see later on.
or maybe. So yeah, that's what I mean. Do you think they mean the boyfriend snake,
Mm.
or
Oh,
do they mean
I think-
Carlos?
No, I think they just mean like it knows it can like
They
summon
mean
a bunch of
symbolic.
snakes.
Crazy.
That
Fucking
is
take
crazy.
over
This
the
is
town.
crazy snake. It's crazy
Um,
snake.
But yeah, but like the whole town comes around and they just
And they're
start
all
fucking
like-
bombarding them. They're like, all right, I
Get
guess
out of
we
here.
gotta go the next town
But
now.
Rembrandt
Yeah.
shoots off a bullet to like kind of
Oh,
like
yeah,
calm
calm
everybody
everyone
down because they
down.
were kind of like getting.
He's like, don't make me shoot you
He's
guys.
all like, "I'll do it."
I think I know which side Rembrandt stands for.
I know.
And they keep on chanting, what Viance, Viance.
Yeah, they keep telling him to leave.
They're all get out of here. So
Well, they ask him, well, where's the next
the next
town?
town?
And all he does is he points.
points.
He points in the direction, and like Rembrandt keeps asking, how
Like,
far?
And then
How
he,
far?
And
He just
yeah,
points
that's when
again.
and that's when they're like, go, go,
He
he
go.
points and like he spits. He's like, "Poof."
I
He's like,
respect
spit
it.
at you.
I respect it. Yeah.
He doesn't want
They're
doesn't
just
want that
like-
bad juju on them.
All
Man.
right. I think
hate that.
I think
red
Quinn.
thing.
But
Spit on you.
He's
But I
like, I hate
think
that yellow
Quinn's
thing.
like, all right, guys, let's just pick up the fucking
Let's just
box. Let's just
go.
go. Let's start
Yeah,
walking now.
so they take
There's-
off.
Yeah. And then I think we cut.
We'll see.
Oh,
Second
this is when we cut to
walking.
Maggie talking to Carlos on
Oh,
the fire.
oh, that's right.
And
It's,
they're
it's
like,
nighttime, right?
it's
Yeah.
nighttime
Or no,
now.
the sun is setting, I guess.
yeah,
Fucking
then
that.
it's nighttime now. Maggie
Mm.
and Carlos are by a fire, and they're super flirty.
Yeah.
and they're
Like,
about to kiss.
Yes,
With
they're gonna
Bam.
basically bang. That kiss was gonna lead to banging
I
almost
know.
immediately. Thank
Because
God.
she asks what he does for a living. He's like, "Oh, I transport like exotic
Transport and
animals."
export.
and stuff like transport
I'm
and
in the
export.
transporter.
He's all like,
I'm in the
"I'm
export
really
import
attracted
business.
to exotic animals."
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like laying it on thick to her, which
and
is
she's
funny.
all like,
Oh,
"Carlos, you're so obvious." That's what she says.
He's laying it on thick to her.
He's like, "You're
Kira's
lucky
laying
you're
it
cute."
thick to Quinn.
Yeah,
So-
they're both like,
they're made for each other.
I know.
Sadly.
really.
I do enjoy the later scene. Where
Yeah.
he's like, I can deal with a liar.
so he goes to like kiss Maggie, and then Wade comes and interrupts them. She's all like,
She's
"Oh,
like, well, let's get to bed.
get to bed." And then Carlos is like, he doesn't put up a fight. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go sleep in the truck."
He's like, wait, I do kind of
wonder
have a person.
I know,
so-
because if we later come to find out that Kira and him
Are
aren't
together?
necessarily a couple, but
I
they
don't know.
are.
They're hooking up.
They're like business partners.
They're
Probably
going
still hook
together.
up as
They're
well.
going
They're
together.
going together.
Yeah.
So, but they're both like laying it on thick with the two people who also have like a little love interest going on too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everyone's cheating on everyone in this episode.
Yeah.
But
Her and Maggie.
maybe he said that hoping that Wade or Maggie would go to the truck with him.
Maybe.
Guess not.
Maybe.
Though. But this starts once again another argument.
Yes,
between
yeah.
them.
Yeah. What do they say? They I wish I could put it on the closed caption.
Wade is no. Maggie is like, Wade, she's like, you need to keep it in your pants, is what Wade is telling Maggie. And Maggie's like, I'm not a nun. I can do whatever I want.
Oh, that's right.
And
yeah.
and she was just like, it's fine. She's like, maybe you should have some fun.
Yeah.
And
She's
so
like, I've
she was
had
all like,
plenty.
she's like, I just want to get off of this world. I don't want to be stuck in this world, and I don't want anything else to like interrupt that. And then some guy randomly jumps out.
Yeah,
of the
like
truck.
immediately
We didn't
there's
see
like
him.
a fight.
I don't know where
that
they came
starts.
from. It's like
They
so
were
Carlos starts
waiting.
fighting one of them. Maggie and Wade start beating up
Sorry.
another one.
And then the one
And
that
then the
Carlos
one-
is fighting is like, I'm sorry, I'm just hungry. Like, I'm
Yeah, he
just
says
wanting
it in
some
Spanish.
food.
He's like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, I'm sorry." And then he stabs her.
He
and you
fucking
can tell
kills him.
he enjoys killing people. He
Oh,
enjoys
yeah, he loves
stabbing
it.
people.
Wade just watches this
Wade's
happen,
just-
and it's like it like has a look of fear and concern.
And he
As he
Carlos is all
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry, I had to kill.
"Ah, shut
Oh,
up." But he did put up quite a fight.
Like, you can tell
Hats off
he's like
to him.
unhinged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's all like, "We got to get away from this fucking guy because he's
get
crazy."
out of here, man.
And then it cuts to Quinn and Rembrandt.
They're back
it's not
to the-
morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it's morning. They're
Yeah.
going back to the jungle. The
And this little snake
popping
looks
out.
at. Yeah, he's still tracking them. He's still
Yeah.
following them.
Yeah.
The little snake is still looking for them.
Yeah, and they're just.
And then they
going
come
through-
across like a
cuss.
little spot where there's like a ton of snakes on top of them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're
so
all
this
like
starts the whole
hissing.
thing where it's like, this is where remember it does bring up the idea here, right? That they're like, oh, I think it's the other snake or something. That snake is calling for the other snakes or
Yeah,
something.
where
like it's
he
some kind of
feels like
weird-
it's
Yeah,
some sort
'cause
of
they hear the cry of the
connection to it
male.
all.
Yeah.
And then Rembrandt's like, "I can't believe it followed us all this way."
And then one of those snakes attacks Rembrandt.
Oh, he's like, we gotta get the fuck out
I
of here.
know. Poor Rembrandt gets attacked by one of the
Yeah.
snakes.
Because they're holding. He's like, "Oh, these are like things moving around, and they see the snakes up in the trees. There's a bunch of different like snakes.
And
I think the
originally-
snake in the box too was like doing something. Like it's,
yeah, it
it's
was
also
moving
reacting.
around,
Shaking
Yeah.
around and stuff,
because it wants to get out.
So it just seems like they're all kind of like interconnected.
And
And then of course Kira's like,
she's like,
It's
snakes
fine,
can't
whatever.
communicate like
she's
that.
like, they can't talk to each other. That's a dumb. Let's go.
But they
Yeah.
put down the box originally because they think that's gonna help, and then that's when the snake
The
attacks.
snake
Yeah.
jumps on.
And so
fucking
Quinn has to
Rembrandt.
like fucking take his button up off and like hit the snake off with it, or grab the snake with it to then push it off.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't bite him.
So then
Yeah.
they
keep
pick up the box
traveling.
and they keep traveling. And
They're,
they get
like,
to like a
booking it.
house.
Which
Which
we
she
assume,
said-
is the backside of the stereo.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe,
I think it's
yeah.
one of the houses, like the back, because you can see some of the other houses.
But she
Yeah.
does say, she says, oh, I think it's one of the cartel's house.
yeah,
But it looks completely abandoned.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does. And there's
So
a bunch of
what-
snakes hanging
So I'm
out.
like,
And there's
there's-
just a whole bunch of
it's
furniture,
full of
like with
snakes.
dust.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
see snakes like on every single column in this house. Like they're
Mhm.
all over this house.
They love this
Yeah.
house. Man.
So I'm like, I don't think the cartels lived there for
I know,
a
right?
very long time, which is why I'm like, I don't even think the tobacco cartel exists
Yeah.
anymore.
Like what the hell? So they go into this house.
It's
they
like
bust
boarded
in the
up
door.
too, no?
Like one of the doors, it's like a big ass wooden door.
door.
They have to, like,
Oh, I thought it was like a boarded up. That's what.
No, you can see like the hinges on the door
yeah,
once they
Oh,
actually push it
okay.
open.
And
Yeah.
then the lights went out, so they're like messing with a fuse
yeah.
box.
Rembrandt's messing with the
This
fuse
is
box.
when the snakes come like crawling out of the fuse box, and like Kira goes because they like the warmth. They need the warmth. That's why
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch
I-
of snakes coming out here. She doesn't want to believe the bad juju, or that like the snakes, that the female snake has something to do with it.
Yeah, like she doesn't think the snakes are working together. She thinks Rembrandt's crazy for like
Yeah.
thinking that the snakes are working together. But there are a ton of snakes in this house, though. Even
Yeah.
in that kitchen, they show you like 7 different snakes.
And so fucking
And
Quinn
Quinn's-
starts blasting
I
them. He's cutting these
know.
motherfuckers down.
Quinn is
No
very
hesitation.
bullet happy in this episode.
He
Like,
like
he
kills
does
all the
not-
ones on the fuse box,
It's
all the ones on
brutal
the
with this
floor.
shit.
Yes, which I wonder is also. I wonder if that's also a sign of him just being like,
I'm tired.
I've had it with these snakes already.
I'm tired of these
Motherfucking
snakes.
snakes.
Um,
In this motherfucking house.
But yeah, I wonder if that's also a thing that that he's starting to like not be as innocent and as like
Go lucky.
I think
yeah
like,
happy go lucky as before.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that
Mhm.
he's just
I
blasting.
think he's
all
just
these
having
things.
like a moment like where he's like, ugh, I'm just like kind of over it. That's why he wanted a vacation, but
Yeah.
the vacation wasn't very relaxing from the looks of it. I
Mhm.
don't even know where they were coming from originally, like where they traveled to,
I don't
because
know.
they don't say where they were coming from.
Yeah. But so then this is
I don't know,
where-
but he apparently did not like that vacation either.
No.
I know, like he was. I don't know.
Maybe they had a good vacation, but then like once they got to the airport,
Maybe
and realized
this
they
was the
couldn't-
bad. Maybe this is just a bad world to go on the vacation because it
guess.
seems like something is going on everywhere.
Yeah,
So this is when the
People are
part
trying to
where
get steaks. People are trying to get tobacco.
where Rembrandt's like, we gotta let go. We gotta get rid of this fucking snake. Like,
Yeah.
let's just let it go free. And Kira's like, no.
Again,
No,
she-
Quinn,
She's
please, we
like,
can't let this.
Not
And
only-
this,
Yes.
yes, she goes and she puts her hands like on his chest, like right where his abs are.
honest, like
She's like, oh,
tummy,
we
yeah.
can't do this. We can't leave the
She-
snake behind.
She's
And then
like, I need this,
fucking
Quinn.
Quinn folds like a motherfucker. He's like, we gotta stay here. We
I
got,
don't
we
He's
gotta,
like, we
know.
gotta
here."
wait like 5 hours
Hours.
until it gets cold, and then the snakes will be.
Well, that's later. That's later. He
oh,
brings
really?
the-
Oh,
I
is that-
wonder
yeah.
if this is when I started to wonder if the snake actually didn't have Parkinson's like attributes,
Oh.
but maybe more like either mind
Well, we find
control
out. We
or
find out later
something.
on what it is that it does actually give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
so then I was like, I wonder.
What
if
is?
he was
Did you write down
using-
what Rembrandt said after?
Oh,
he says
yeah.
that?
So yeah, he's like Rembrandt is constantly wanting to lead the snake, and of course Quinn is always like, oh, but after he touches it, after she was like, please, and he
Rembrandt
goes,
sees
he's
this.
like, you know what, Quinn? He's like, it looks
Oh,
to me
you're
that
not-
your head's not doing the thinking here.
I was like, yes.
And then of course Quinn's all like, I'm doing my best, like he gets all mad
Yeah.
at it.
Awesome.
So then it jumps back to Wade and Maggie.
They
and
made it to the
Carlos.
town.
Yeah, they made it to the same town
with
that
the magical man.
yeah,
the
where,
mayor.
where that guy's at.
Who could
Where
just
the
sense
guys
evil.
were at.
And he knew Carlos because
Yes.
he was like,
Yeah.
that man's the devil.
So Maggie and Carlos get out of the truck to try to find a phone or something like that, and then Wade's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay in the truck," but
Mhm.
she's curious as to what's inside Carlos's pack. So she jumps out of the truck real quick. It goes around back and starts going through his bag.
It's hands.
And there's
She's
a hand in there.
Cutting hands.
And it's
With
the
a
hand
ring
with a little
on
pinky
it.
ring. And then that's when the mayor of Little Mexico is there.
Goes,
And
you got the devil.
he's all like, "You're traveling." Yeah.
Love it.
She asked him, "Oh, have you seen like?
Do you know anything
you
about
know?"
him?
Have you seen two men and maybe
She's
a
all, "Take him
woman?"
with you," and then he's all like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh, do you know where there's a phone?" He's like, "Behind the bodega." So
she tries to call 911.
Yeah, she goes
She tries
around
to
back.
call for the cops.
She
Yeah.
calls like the
Fucking
operator.
immediately.
Carlos
Carlos like, I
comes.
guess sense this shit.
I
And
know.
pulls it. He
He
pulls
rips-
the whole fucking
He rips
cord.
the cord out of the
He's
phone.
like,
Which
can't
sucks
make the
because now that
call.
town doesn't have a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asshole.
And then he's gonna, I guess he's gonna strangle her right there, right? Like
I
in
think
that.
Yeah, he
so.
starts to
Thankfully,
strangle her.
fucking
Yeah.
Maggie
Maggie
clocks
comes-
him in the back of the head. with,
Yeah,
like,
knocks
handle
him
the
out.
gun. Yeah.
And then
The-
they were gonna leave him there.
originally, and then
And
Wade's
then
like,
Wade's all like, "Well, you can't leave him
can't.
here. They're gonna kill him." She's all like,
Fuck
"So
him. They
he probably
should've-
deserves it." She's
yeah.
all like, no, I don't."
what a switch, by the way, for
She's like,
Maggie.
She's like, "I don't get down like that."
Just like her husband.
Yeah.
So they decided to tie him up and take him and throw him in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
So they take him with them.
And then this cuts back to Rembrandt and.
Oh yeah,
Quinn
and this is
Kira.
when
This is
they
the scene where
almost
they're-
kiss.
Oh,
Rem-
that's
the
right.
Quinn and Kira almost kiss,
And
and
then
then Rembrandt comes in
he
to
walks
stop. And I
in.
think that was the last straw for Quinn. I think he's like,
I'm so
I don't want to do this
sick.
anymore. But yeah, he's explaining to Kira like, oh, now that the professor's gone, like everything kind of everything falls on my shoulder, and I have to be the one to kind of like be responsible for everybody.
Takira?
And I'm no, yeah, to Kira.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then this is where the snake comes out of the water line.
Oh, he fucking stabs
He
his
stabs it with the
He's
knife
like,
onto the table.
"Oh."
He just kills it.
And then he's all like, "And you still think they don't have intelligence?" they cut off the water supply. She's like, "No, one of the pipes is broken underneath the house, and they just got into the fucking pipes."
I mean, I guess in a way, I kind of see her point where I'm just like,
She doesn't
look,
want to admit that the snakes are that.
this house
capable.
is just crawling with snakes. Of course, there's going to be snakes everywhere. Quinn.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
They're not all trying to get to you.
hmm
So I
Not
get
everybody
it.
wants you like I do.
Jeez. But yeah, you're right. That happens first, and then Rembrandt's looking out of
And
the
he
window.
sees
This is
all
when
the
he's all like
snakes.
snakes.
He's all like,
Yeah,
"I hate snakes."
I know. And then we're like, oh, the professor.
And then this is where the
That's
and
when,
Quinn
yeah.
are by the fire. And
They're
They're by a
fucking
fire.
cozy
Damn, both
up.
of them by a
By
fire
fire.
too. I wonder if Kira was
It
the
really
one who
brings
was
in
like,
the mood.
yeah, Kira
Yeah.
and Carlos are the ones who suggested the fires.
And then it's dark, and then he's like, "They're not leaving Q-Ball." So like, and we're running out of ammo.
Yeah, so he wants to like
wants to
he
leave.
wants to release the female snake.
They'll just get the fuck out of here
And
get this shit
leave,
done with,
and
because there's
then-
not enough time. Well, yeah, this is then Quinn brings up the lethargic plan of like, if we just wait out to their coal, it'll take like 5 hours. And Rembrandt's like, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Because I guess the timer, right?
Because he's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's the timer. We still need to connect with the
With
ladies.
ladies,
Like
yeah.
we
We don't
can't
want-
just waste 5 hours.
So then he suggests, he's all like, "Okay, well, here's what we'll do. We'll
I
slide
think she
out
does
of here.
the same thing, but
We'll
does she
take
go-
Kira with us.
I think she does the same thing
and
where
then
she's
we'll
like,
come back.
"Quinn."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we'll come back for the girls because we
Because
can do that now.
now with a new tech has been involved.
We
Yeah,
can
it has
do
no
that now.
purpose in the end, I
Rembrandt
guess.
is fine.
We could do new stuff now. But then but then Rembrandt's like, well, we don't know how long.
We're gonna be
We're
on
gonna have
this
to
other
wait.
world.
Yeah.
And we don't
So we
know
have
if
to
we'll
come
be
back.
able to find the girls
And I
when we
think
come back.
even he goes like, how can you out of everybody suggest that?
Yeah.
though? And
You
this
know?
is where like,
Just for some random girl you don't even know.
well, Quinn's just like, I'm tired of it. Like maybe this is what I want,
I think
and I'm just
Quinn,
satisfied with
I mean,
it.
she's selling him the dream though
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, house
She's
by
like,
the beach,
I have a house
all
by
this
the
money.
beach, we can
get
just
paid.
chill.
Yeah.
I'll make it up to you.
And he's all
we
like,
can
and
live, make a life for ourselves.
and there's nobody
Mhm.
fighting her. That's the thing. He can't flirt with Maggie right now because
Yeah.
Wade will get upset. He can't flirt with Wade because that bridge has already
Yeah.
been
The
like,
girls can't
crossed
be
and
there
burned.
to like fucking snap him out of it.
Yeah.
And she's all like, if we sell this snake, she's like, I want to be set for life. She's like, we can just live by the beach.
And
Yeah.
he's like falling for it.
Yeah.
He's buying into it.
And
And,
and
he's
then-
just like, I'm tired of all the responsibility.
Yeah. He's
Um,
all like, I know this is gonna sound selfish, but he's like, I'm sick and tired worrying about everybody all the time. He's like, you remember what it was like to be my age?
I think is this the time? Is this Quinn's episode where he's because everybody has had an episode where they're about to like
like
stop
they kind
fighting.
of consider.
Have
it
we
and stay.
had one for Quinn yet? I
I'm
forget.
sure we have. It has to be at least
think
one
so.
episode. where
I
he's
can't
I don't think
remember.
so.
Maybe not. Maybe this is it.
I think
Is
this might be
his?
his episode.
Because Rembrandt had his
He's done
when
with
he
episodes.
was
the
like,
king.
He was the king, where he was going to take over for the other Rembrandt that had nothing.
and then
didn't want
Wade
nothing
had
to
it with
do.
her parents.
Was it with her parents? I thought it was the one where.
And the professor had it with his wife.
Oh, I thought it was the one with the lottery. Before she
No,
figured out.
she-
No,
that
No,
it
no,
was
no,
like
no,
a
no.
death
She
sentence.
wasn't. That wasn't
No?
one where she was seriously thinking of
Oh,
saying.
She's just like
okay.
that one guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it was like, or maybe it was during the shock syndrome or slide syndrome.
Maybe. And did the
I don't
professor
think-
have one?
Yeah, with his wife. He was like seriously thinking he
that's
wanted
right.
to stay
He
with his
wanted to
wife.
stay. Yeah, that's right.
So I think this is Quinn's episode where he's just like, this is the closest that we've seen him be to like, I want to give up on trying to find my
he
world.
tells Rembrandt, he's like, you
Which
remember
is weird because this is the closest you've been to.
to actually getting home.
Yes, like you just need to find Rickman, beat the hell out of him,
Beat his ass.
and get his
And get his timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know. But he tells
I guess in the way though, you are so close yet so far because you have no idea when you're actually going to see Rickman again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he tells Rembrandt, he's like, oh, you remember what it was like to be my age, like the total
Oh,
lack
yeah,
of responsibility.
And like Rembrandt's
Rembrandt
like,
should have been like, Quinn, you're almost 30. Knock it off.
No, but he tells me,
He's like, I get the reason,
where
but I
you're
can't.
coming
Yeah.
I can't give you.
from, but
my
you can't have
favor.
my blessing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blessing, yeah.
Which I think is something to be said. I think in the right world, maybe Rembrandt would be more sympathetic.
Yeah, I don't
But I
think
think
this is
he
that world.
sees this like weird little
This
mind
chick
game that she's doing.
playing. Yeah.
And he doesn't agree with that. But I think in the right world, he probably would be like, you know what, Quinn, if this is what you want to do, like I can't force you.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this cuts
So
to
he gives Rembrandt
Oh,
the
the rate
timer.
control.
Yeah,
he
he
throws it to him.
does.
He's like, I'm done.
He's
Go
like,
I'm
ahead.
done
"Take
making
this friggin'
decisions."
Leave it. Yeah. And he like walks to Kira, I guess. Walks over to where Kira
Yeah.
is. And then we cut
Which
to Maggie.
is a decision of its own. Like you're still making a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his decision is no longer making
It's
decisions.
decisions,
He's like,
yeah,
it's all
here you
you
go.
now.
So then we cut to Wade and Maggie, and they've gotten to the house. I guess they just assume that they're in this house. Oh,
Yeah,
what
I don't
is the
know. I think
reason?
they 'cause
Oh.
the guy told them like which direction they went.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think they just go like,
So I
oh,
think-
hey, this house, we might as well look at it.
Yeah. Oh, they
Yeah.
see his clothes. don't
After,
they?
Oh,
They-
they
after
see-
they
yes,
do
the
the
see
jump.
shirt.
After
They
they
see
do
the
the
shirt.
jump.
They see the
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
They do
Yes.
a weak little jump over
because there's a
bunch of
whole bunch of
snakes.
snakes all over the house.
It's like in the
what
front of
you're
the
seeing.
house.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a whole trail of them leading up, and they're all like, "Well, how are we gonna do that?" He's like, "Oh, well, I think snakes are afraid of fire,
Fire.
so like I
this-
think we
Oh
can
yeah, go
use the
get one of the
flares to like get them away."
And then
So,
fucking Carlos pops up.
Carlos
on
wakes
the-
up, he
and
got-
like,
he got out of his fucking rope.
He's been awake for a while because he's out of his rope.
He was just chilling in the back.
It's like, wait, no,
He's all like, "They'll get over
I
here."
guess he's just like, get to work or whatever the fuck it is.
He pops out. He has his gun, and then she's like,
Yeah,
"It's
we'll make
gonna
it
work."
work, yeah.
And she's all like, "Oh," because Maggie's like, "This is gonna work," and then Carlos is like, "We'll make it work," and then cut
We'll
to
make
black.
it work.
And then it comes back, and they have the flares.
And then they're going through all the
Through.
snakes.
And then
Some of it's really scary.
Carlos is
though.
behind them with a gun, and he's all like, he's using them to like
they're
get
like
the
trying.
snakes out of the way.
They're like using the flares, but they have to get really close to the snakes. And I'm like, if you have to move towards the snakes,
It's gonna bite you.
I think you're fine. Just stay where you're at.
Yeah.
Like, but obviously they want to show you. They spent all this money on snakes. They want to show you the
as many snake shots as we can fucking get in here.
Yeah. So
Oh, I
then-
was about to ask where Indiana, but that's a Disney property. Never
Yeah.
mind.
yeah.
Well, it's been mentioned before in the universe.
In the universe, Indiana.
Yeah, remember the professor himself says it. He says, "You kids watching your stupid films like Indiana Jones."
I don't remember that.
So they make it to the door. They kick the door open.
He's on new one coming
get
to
in there.
theaters.
Yeah.
And then the fucking Carlos kind of takes over it with his little gun, even though they have fucking
They have-
Look at
automatic
him!
guns. I think Quinn and
Although I think
Rembrandt could have.
Quinn's out of ammo.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think there's anything
they were
Oh,
shooting all the
maybe.
snakes.
Yeah.
And then he
He
grabs,
grabs
Kira.
Kira. And he's all like, you were gonna betray me
You
and cut me
fucking
out
snake."
of the deal. It's like you double crossed me. She's like, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
Then you find out that the story of the medical research was a complete lie. that she was gonna sell it
For an
to
aphrodisiac.
aphrodisiacs or
I
something.
think
Yeah.
they were gonna sell it to medical research, and then she decided she was gonna
Oh,
send
she
it.
wanted
She was
to-
gonna sell it on the black market as an
Oh,
aphrodisiac.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why that other guy had showed up because that's what the deal that
They
they
were
were
gonna
gonna
do,
do.
yeah.
And then he gives her the bag
He
and
fucking throws the hand. He's like, "Here's your little buddy."
Here's
Look
your
at
other
your little
fucker.
buddy.
Left of 'em.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys are gonna cut
And
me out of the
he's all,
deal,
that's what
huh?"
I do with thieves.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hands that steal. That's what
Yeah,
he
yeah,
says,
yeah.
And
Mhm.
he thinks Carlos thinks that
Oh,
Rembrandt
they're
and
all in
Quinn
on it.
are all-
Yeah, they're like,
they're
you guys are
all
all
in on it.
fucking in on this. He's
very
paranoid as hell.
paranoid.
Yeah.
He's had too much tobacco.
Yeah.
He's very
All
paranoid.
the tobacco.
And then Quinn's like, we just needed a ride. That's where we hitched the ride. That's it. We had nothing to do with it.
I don't think, I don't think.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't want to believe them because he
No.
wants to kill them.
He's all,
Yeah, he just
everybody's a
wants to be-
suspect.
he just
He's
wants
a
an
loose
excuse.
cannon.
Yeah,
he
to
just
just kill
wants
these
to
guys.
murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just wants to make sure nobody's gonna come back and try to like either take something money from him or
Mhm.
like come back and get revenge or something like that. So he just wants to kill all of them and probably just leave Kira alive, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
because
was
he's
gonna
like,
control
I can deal with a liar.
Because she was like, I love you, babe. She did the same thing with
She
him that she
spins it.
tried to cue.
Yeah, she spins it. That's
Where
right.
she's
She like
like-
gives in.
Yeah.
She's all
she
like,
was like-
I didn't want to portray you. It was
But
their
they-
idea.
Yeah,
convinced
she was
me
all like,
she's
but
a snake.
Carlos.
She's the real snake in all this.
She's like, I love you, baby.
Yeah.
And
She's like,
then
"I
he's
know
all
you're a
like, you're a
liar."
liar. He's
Like-
like, but I can deal with that. That's fine.
That's the toxic
He's like,
relationship.
"As
I
we're
know.
friends, maybe you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then these snakes fucking.
Yeah, which fucking
they
gets us
busted
And
into
then
the door down.
the snake bust. The
I
snakes
don't even
bust
know
the
how
door.
they got on the door. It's
I
like
don't
it's-
know,
it's
but
vertical.
those snakes kick that
Fucking
door
kick
down.
that door
Because
down.
you see the
I
male.
don't know how they did that shot then.
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Because they got this.
Unless they did the camera just tilted.
The male
know.
snake was like right there too, like in the mix with them.
Yeah.
And then Quinn
Well,
tells
everyone's
Kira,
fucking panicking at this point. They're like, "What the fuck
Yeah.
are-"
the
It's
male snake goes and
straight for
starts
Carlos.
killing
He just
He
Carlos.
goes
knows.
straight for Carlos, like he knows,
Yeah.
and he's immediately starts
And so
strangling
then
him.
Carlos starts strangling the snake back. They're strangling each other.
yeah, because they were both fighting each
They
other.
are. They both are
It was a-
strangling.
It was a
He's strangling
strangle
the snake.
off.
The snake's strangling him.
I don't know if that would work. My question is like, if that work? Like, over time?
So they open up the case that the females
Let
in
'em
to let
free.
it out, and then
Oh,
she
but you
gets
know
out.
what? When Rembrandt gets the key to open it up,
Uh-huh.
he throws it and he throws it in the middle of more snakes.
I know.
Like he throws it on the floor, and there's all these snakes surrounding it.
And
But yeah, they open up the case, and
To
then
get-
I think that after that, the male is kind of like chill. He's
well,
already
he killed
Carlos. He's like, I'm
which
gonna
is
go
not a
get my
bad
woman.
thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. And then
Yeah.
all the other snakes just leave.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
all like, and
I
then he
feel like
reconnects with his girlfriend.
The male rallied them. He's like, "Come on, guys, help me! I'd do it for you."
So what? I mean, I guess he.
Fucking
We have to
hell.
stick together. They're gonna take all our wives.
What if it was your wife?
He's a great. I guess what are we to think here that snakes are just like, oh, I have a fellow snake who's in trouble. I'm gonna help him, or this type of snake is like the king of snakes.
I think there's obviously something up with these snakes because like even
Well,
like
if they
their
can make
mating
aphrodisiac,
call,
I'm assuming it's like a similar thing.
It's like
that-
Where there's like a
pheromone thing,
that, like,
right?
the guy calls the other snakes.
Maybe.
Oh,
But
maybe.
yeah, these things seems like there's some sort
You
of
know what
mutated
though? When
ones.
things are sold on the black market as aphrodisiacs, they're not actually
No, it's
aphrodisiacs.
just
They're just like these
bullshit.
weird, bullshit things that people create.
like what they say, like rhino horn or something.
Like that's why
that.
they
That's
were,
why
you
they
know,
poach rhinos
like
and
so.
stuff.
It's I forget.
All
I
kinds
forget
of
if it's
stupid
that's
shit.
true or if that's just from Futurama. I forget.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
so
like you know, so I'm just like, who knows? But I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I do wonder what it is about this snake. So
But-
you know what? The professor probably could have told us. Let me
He's
tell you
all
that
like,
right now.
This guy's an idiot.
But the professor would have been like, it's
It had the
obvious that the chemistry
Oh.
and the pheromones are going into the.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it seems like all the snakes kind of disperse after
Yeah.
like the
Once
they're like
the-
they're free. It's okay.
it's like
the-
all right guys, we're
once
good.
they've been reunited, they're like, that's all we wanted.
That's all we wanted.
That's all we
guys.
wanted, guys.
It's gonna be all right for you guys now.
They all
Yeah.
leave.
So everybody, and then it's daytime. They're leaving. Maggie and Wade are walking, and she's all like, "Oh, thanks for not throwing it in my face." And then Wade's
then
all like,
she
"Well,
throws
we're
it in
all
her
working to
face.
the same goal." She's all like, "Just next time I tell you something, you better listen because it might save your life." She's like, "Thanks for not rubbing it in."
And she also has that line where she was like, I think this maybe was earlier, where she's like, "Do you think sliding affects your taste in men?"
I would say.
Oh, she did say that.
Yeah. And then Wade's like, "I think it affected your taste in men."
So then Kira Gana has she's gonna take off.
She's gonna
from
be
the
scot
truck.
free, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Basically,
it.
She's like she doesn't have to worry about Carlos.
She's still
But
trying
then
to
she
But
doesn't
she
have the
doesn't have any
snakes
money.
anymore.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the
Um,
snakes.
She's trying to convince Quinn. It's like,
Yeah,
you can
she's
still
all
come with
like,
me,
she's
you
like, I'm
know?
sorry. She's like, I
Sorry.
feel like we still could have had something
I
special
know.
together.
She's like,
He's
you're
all
a
like,
fucking snake.
he's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you
he
got
goes-
nothing for me.
He goes, "We couldn't have had anything special because you would have shed your skin, and I
Skin.
would have seen the true you."
Ooh.
Oh, snake
Ooh.
puns all the way
Gotcha.
around.
and then she's all like, what?
I
Okay,
think no, her
fine.
face is more kind of like
It was
whatever.
worth a shot.
Yeah.
it was worth a
She
shot.
should like
yeah.
tried one more time to get him to
And
come.
she just fucking
And then she
drives,
just drives
away.
And then he's like,
All right, we gotta go. They're like, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Yeah.
I know, and then this is when Maggie tells Quinn before they leave. Oh, that's true. There's like she's all like, I guess we both have something else in common. Like our taste in the opposite sex is like not to be
That's true.
trusted.
And then
Yeah.
there's a couple good lines in here because he tells Quinn Rembrandt tells Quinn, he's like, we could have turned her into the authorities. He's like, but I forget how forgiving you are. And then I think
Quinn.
Rembrandt
Oh.
says something about, you know how they say in the Bible something about
the apple,
the apple and the snakes. He's
Yeah.
like, only this
Oh.
It's
time the
pretty much
man
the same.
didn't bite or something like that.
We head back to the Bible with
And then
Rembrandt.
so the
They
timer's
slide.
ready to go, and they
slide up.
they pop the timer.
They
Yeah,
slide-
he
yeah.
shoots it up.
He
never-
shoots it up, but I guess they just jump up.
They
in
just
And it
jump
something.
in,
vacuums
just
them,
like it
which
takes
we
them
have
in.
seen. I
We've
mean, it
seen
does.
before.
The
It's not the
slide
first time.
portal does have like a vacuum to it.
But I
Yeah.
feel like if you have the choice of what to do with that
I'm
portal,
not
it should
fucking
go
shooting
down.
up,
Just do it
yeah.
down.
I don't know.
It was cool to see them like. Whoosh. So they had to like.
A
Yeah, the
little
reversing,
trampoline,
right?
probably.
Like,
There's a cut, so
probably,
you
yeah.
just
It's
do
just
it.
cut.
Well, I know what to remember. He said that Rob said that they had like at a certain point little trampolines that they would,
Yeah,
like, jump
so I'm probably
onto.
there's like same stuff
Yeah.
they did for this season. So then after they slide, you don't get end credits. It
You
cuts
get see
to
little
the truck,
snakes,
And it's
covered
all
with
messed
all-
up
snakes.
and full of
all full of
snakes.
And you see Kira's.
and then Kira's on the floor. I'm assuming she's dead. Right?
Yeah, yeah, she's dead.
Yeah,
She's
So I don't
she's
actually
supposed to
know
be dead.
if
She tried collecting the snakes.
she tried getting the snake again to like get him back, or
Or
if
the
they
snakes
purposely
went
went
for
after her
vendetta.
since she's the one who like captured them.
Like
So, but I don't know which way it was.
But
then you
we
see the
see
two
little
snakes, and they're just like
together.
kind of snuggled up
They're
together.
in love and they're gonna be all
So like
right.
we killed this bitch, and now we're chilling. And that's it. That was the end of the episode. And we
Yeah.
get end credits.
Altogether, I feel like it wasn't a bad episode.
No, it was okay.
What was, I
okay.
think this one was like a worse rating
It's
than
like
the
a
last one, though.
5.3.
Yeah, I
probably-
feel like you can't
actually, I
trust
probably
these.
like this one more than the last one.
Than
Whoa.
the other Slide of Darkness.
I don't
you
think
like it
so.
better than
That
that
Side
one?
of Darkness gives so much lore
Yeah,
and
you
so
get-
much canon
you
stuff.
get like
it's too
backstory
good.
as to like the
what's this one? Eden. Oh man, no. You know what? I like it better than Eden. I can tell you that much. 'Cause
Oh,
that's the one
yeah.
with the whole.
Did you like better than the Breeder?
Come on.
That was a 6.2. That was the one where Maggie had.
It's
that
definitely better than the
parasite.
Yeah,
Breeder.
I like it more than the Breeder.
Okay, so yeah, see, that's what you can't go
Slither
off
is-
of these.
Slither-
This
This
is just
episode was
like
actually
people
pretty
who-
decent compared.
These are like just off of people who actually reviewed it on
Don't worry.
IMDb.
Next
It
episode.
just kind of gives you a
It's gonna be
bearing.
fucking
Give it a
amazing.
10.
6.3, even higher than we got Dino Slap.
Nice.
Is that the last episode?
What was the air date
no.
for that one?
No, that's
It's still-
episode 20. The
okay.
air date for Dino
Saturday,
Slide
25.
in May 2nd.
Oh, if we do it next Saturday, if we do the podcast
You
next
just
Saturday,
want-
that's
Stop trying to
exactly
sync
it.
it
I'm
up.
trying to. I'm really trying
let
to
me
force
see.
this sync.
Let me see. Is the episode here? So I can read the synopsis that they have on here, because actually it's a lot better than what they have on here. Shoot. I accidentally
no.
clicked
Give
it
it up.
twice.
I'll just
My bad. So
Oh,
yeah.
you're
The
like, that's
sliders
it. We're
return
rewatching the whole
to the
episode.
world where the
There we go.
survivors from Whoa, Maggie's
episode
World settle.
index. Oh, that's right. There
Oh,
it is. There it is. Dino
shit.
Slide. Because the sliders chase for Rickman takes them back to the world they helped colonize the new world. Only now they find that the colonists are being
Oh.
hunted by hungry
This
tyrannosaurus.
is what happens when you don't
So
have
we're
enough
going back
time.
to where they
The tribes
going
people
back
that were
to
doing the mating
Maggie and
you're
ritual.
gonna see what's his name again, the little kid.
Oh, you get to see him
You
again.
get to see him again.
Oh, I
And
wonder.
Professor, he's
Oh,
back.
the
Professor's back.
professor. Oh my god, we missed you.
His grave is there.
I
Oh,
wonder.
yeah,
if,
sure it is.
I wonder if they should. I hope they visit it.
Yeah,
I
hope they
wonder
visit it and come
if
back to life.
Awesome.
I wonder if when they pitched this dinosaur, nobody was like, "We already
We already
did a
did that.
dinosaur."
No,
one."
no, it's different. We got more budget.
This is a
This
this is
dinosaur
a
is gonna be
T-Rex.
awesome.
Jurassic Park.
Just-
We know how to do it.
we have the technology. We can make it better.
I think.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So May 2nd. So yeah.
So
it's
what
gonna
did
come
they
out
bring
next
a T-Rex, or was there a T-Rex on that?
I think there
world
was a
the whole
T-Rex
time?
already on that world.
Yeah, because we did see that there was like
There was like a
primitive man, kind of like.
But there
mating
were
ritual.
no. I mean, back when there was dinosaurs here, there were not.
Well,
primitive
I mean,
men.
this is a different world though. We don't know
I
what the
guess.
rules are.
So I
there.
wonder if there's
They
only
really
one
didn't
T-Rex.
They didn't get enough chance to like actually like
explore the
explore
world.
the
They were just
world.
like,
No, they
good
were too
enough.
busy trying to bone down with each other.
Yeah, they were.
They were like
They
the
were.
air is good. There's a primitive
I would've
people.
been
They
like-
have a mating ritual.
If I were
Yeah.
part of the team that knew that they had gone out, I would have been like, "Thanks, Maggie and Quinn. You couldn't have told us there was a freaking T-Rex here in this planet. You didn't notice the big ass T-Rex. Thanks."
Mouse died. I gotta charge that.
Oh no.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this episode. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram at Sliding Through Dimensions and on X at Sliding Home 1, and then also on TikTok at Sliding Through Dimensions, which I still have yet to have done in a video. But there's a
I'm
couple
telling
clips
you,
of this
just
in the last
post
time.
little snippets of the
I
episode.
guess I'm gonna have to. Just like a little quick.
Yeah.
Slip. I mean, it's kind of tricky. I guess I'll try to do it.
Do that thing where you just put a line through it.
Oh yeah. Guess I'll try that. All right, everybody. Until next time, I'll see everybody in the next world. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get the outro.
Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Sliding Through Dimensions for updates and extra content. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on new episodes dropping every other week. Until next time, see you in another dimension.